Hello everyone, Namaskar. Welcome to my channel Maths Guidance, and this is going to be the fifth lecture of the chapter Polynomials, chapter 2. In this lecture, we are going to discuss factorization and various methods of factorization, and we will see the formula for factorization, which we can say the algebraic identities. Some of the identities we know already, but some may be new for us. So we will see it one by one, and this is also very important topic, and maybe it will take some more time to cover all the topics here. So maybe it is going to be lengthy, but I will do it bit by bit. Everything I will do it. So stay tuned in my videos, and please do like, share, and subscribe my videos. Thank you very much. So friends, let us study factorization. I have written the definition. First of all, definition of factors. What are the factors? Suppose we have been given a polynomial fx. So a polynomial px is called a factor of the polynomial fx if px divides fx exactly. Means there should not be any remainder. The remainder should be 0. Then and only then we can say that px is a factor of fx. Now let us learn it with examples. Very small example. Let us suppose we have been given x square minus 25. Okay. So this is fx. Let us suppose this is fx. Now we can say that x plus 5 as px, x plus 5 is a factor of fx, or x square minus 25. We can easily say, because this divides exactly, this x plus 5 divides exactly this x square minus 25. So we can say this one. Let us take another example. Suppose we can say that x plus 1 is a factor of x square plus 3x plus 2. Okay, x plus 1 is a factor of x square plus 3x plus 2. We can say this. Why? Because when you factorize this one, you will get x square plus 2x plus x plus 2. Or you can write it like this: x into x plus 2. When you take x common from here, x common, then x plus 2 plus 1 x plus 2. So you can write this x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 1. So you can say that x plus 1 is a factor of this one because it divides exactly. So with these two examples, we can easily say what are the factors. That a polynomial is called a factor of another polynomial if it divides the polynomial exactly. Okay, this is called factor. Now let us understand what is called factorization. So factorization, we can say that suppose we want to express a polynomial. Let us suppose x square minus 49. It is a polynomial of degree 2. Okay, we want to express this polynomial as a product of two smaller factors polynomial. We can write this as x plus 7 and x minus 7. Okay, so what we can say that we want to express a polynomial of some degrees, here degree 2, as a product of two or more than two polynomials of lesser degrees. Then that is called the factorization, because here this is a lesser degree than this one. Here the degree is 2, here the degrees are 1 in each case. Okay, so we can express this as product of these two factors or polynomials. So how will we write this? We will write this like this. If we want to express a polynomial as a product of polynomials, of lesser degree, then it is called factorization of the polynomial. Factorization of the polynomial. But these factors should not have more factors. Okay, means this should be of lowest factors, lowest degree. Otherwise, if you can reduce these factors again in factors, then this will not be correct. So you will have to reduce into a smaller factors. That is called the factorization. So this one is a very good example. Let us take one more example. X square minus 3x plus 2. Okay, we can reduce this as x square minus 2x minus x plus 2, or x into x minus 2 minus 1 x minus 2, or x minus 2 into x minus 1. So you can reduce this polynomial into this product of polynomials, and this is called the factorization. You factorize this one to this one, the smallest degree. Okay, now these have no factors. This is the required smallest degree factors. So this is the whole process of factorization. Okay, if you want to express a polynomial as a product of polynomials of lesser degree, then it is called factorization of the polynomial. So now let's move on to another topic. So now let us discuss some formulae for factorization. Okay, the first one which you all are aware of is x plus y whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus 2xy. This is very simple formula which you all know. Second one is x minus y whole square is equal to x square plus y square minus 2xy. Okay, these are well known formulas. Now let us see this one. X plus y plus z whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. This may be new for you, so we will compute this one. We will calculate this one. Okay, now the fourth one is x plus y whole cube. X plus y whole cube, that is equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y. We will see this one also. Okay, and another one is x minus y whole cube is equal to x cube minus y cube minus 3xy into x minus y. Sorry. So we will see all of these things. And one more thing we use normally, this is x square minus y square is equal to x plus y into x minus y. We use this for factorization, this formula. Okay, and from these two we use two more formulae, that is x cube plus y cube is equal to x plus y into x square minus xy plus y square, and from this one we use x cube minus y cube is equal to x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. These three we use for factorization. To make a product of polynomials of a smaller degree than the main polynomial. So we use these algebraic identities. Okay, so now we will see one by one that how does this come. So these two I think you already know. So third one I take x plus y plus z whole square, x plus y plus z whole square. So let us suppose let x plus y is equal to p. Okay, let x plus y equal to p. Now this will change into p plus z whole square. That will be equal to p square plus z square plus 2pz. Okay, now substitute this one, x plus y equal to p here. It will become x plus y whole square plus z square plus 2 into x plus y into z. Okay, now you break this one. You know that x plus y whole square equal to x square plus y square plus 2xy. This one you write plus z square, this one you multiply plus 2xz. Okay, and plus 2yz. Okay, now you rearrange all these things. It will become like this: x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. So you can write x plus y plus z whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. Okay, this was what we had written here: x plus y plus z whole square equal to this one. So this is a good thing. We have to remember this one because it will be needed later on while solving the problems. This is the identity. Okay, so now let us see another one. Which one? This one: x plus y whole cube equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3xy x plus y. Okay, x plus y whole cube. This one you can write like this: x plus y into x plus y whole square. Okay, 1 and this 2, so it will become 3. Now you can write x plus y multiplied by x square plus y square plus 2xy. Simple. Then it will become, first you multiply with x, then x cube plus xy square plus 2x square y. Then you multiply with y plus x square y plus y cube plus 2xyz. Okay, now this will become x cube plus y cube, x cube plus y cube plus 2x square y and x square y means 3x square y plus 2xy square. This one will be xy square plus 2xy square plus xy square. This one 3xy square. So this will become x cube plus y cube plus 3xy and x plus y. Okay, this implies x plus y whole cube is equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y. Okay, this is also one identity which we had written here: x plus y whole cube equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y. Now we will check this one, these three. Okay, let us check these three also. Now let us check that how does it come. This we will use always as a method of factorization, algebraic identity for factorization, that x cube plus y cube is equal to x plus y into x square minus xy plus y square. This is very useful formula. So first of all, let's write the main cubic formula: x plus y whole cube is equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y. Okay, now we have to bring this one. So this one we keep in one side: x cube plus y cube is equal to x plus y whole cube minus 3xy into x plus y. Okay, now this one here we can take one x plus y common, x plus y common. Okay, now inside it will become x plus y whole square minus 3xy. Okay, so again x plus y, and we will break this one: x square plus y square plus 2xy and minus 3xy. Okay, that will be equal to x plus y and x square plus y square minus xy. And when we rearrange, it will look like this: x square minus xy plus y square. So it will become the identity x cube plus y cube is equal to x plus y into x square minus xy plus y square. And this is very important formula we will use later on always. These two are very important. One is of plus and one will be of minus, x cube minus y cube, and it will come like this: x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. These two are very important. Okay, so I'm not going to prove this one. It will be like this, similar method. Now one more identity I want to add here is this one: x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. It will be equal to x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. Okay, so it looks lengthy but easy to remember. X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equal to x plus y plus z and multiplied by x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. Okay, so let us know that how does it come. So first let us take the RHS, right hand side. What do we have in RHS? X plus y plus z multiplied by x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. This we will simplify directly. We will multiply one by one. So from x we first multiplying, so x cube plus xy square plus xz square minus x square y minus xyz minus x square z. Okay, from y again plus x square y plus y cube plus y z square minus xy square minus y square z minus xyz. Okay, so from z again plus x square z plus y square z plus z cube minus xyz minus y z square minus z square x. Okay, so now let us see that how many of these cancel out. This x cube plus y cube plus z cube, it will remain like this: x cube plus y cube plus z cube. Okay, now this x z square is plus here and x z square is minus here. Okay, so you can cancel this out. Now x square y is here and x square y plus is here. This is minus, this is plus. Now x square z is here and x square z is here. This is minus, this is plus. Okay, now xy square and xy square here, it will also cancel out. So the remainings are yz square, yz square, it will also cancel out. Okay, and minus y square z plus y square z, this one also cancel out. So what are the remainings? X cube minus xyz. Actually this minus xyz comes 3 times. Okay, so minus 3xyz, and all others are cancelled out, and that is equal to our LHS. This implies x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equal to x plus y plus z multiplied by x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. And this is very important identities which we will use further on. Okay, now we have seen some identities and we will solve now some problems related with these identities, okay, later on. So let us move forward. Now let us start the methods of factorization. We have so many methods. First we will discuss 2 methods and then we will do its problems. Okay, based on these 2 methods we will solve so many problems, then we will move forward. So the first one is factorization by taking out common factors. Although you know this one, but let us discuss that in this type of factorization we see that the each terms are having a common factor, and that common factor we take it out as a multiple. Okay, so each terms are having common factors, which we take out as a multiple, okay, and this is the way we do this. So let us understand this with examples. First one is 36a cube b minus 60 a square bc. So we clearly see that this a square, here also a square, b here also b, and within this 60 and 36 we can say that 12 is a factor, okay, common factor. So let us take 12 a square b as a common factor. So this side we will have remaining 3a, and this side we will have 5c. 12a square b, 3a minus 5c. So this will be the factorization of this polynomial. This is the factor of having lowest degree. Now we cannot factorize this one more. So this one with the answer. Okay. Let us see another one. Second one. Let us take this one. X into x minus y whole cube plus 3x square y multiplied by x minus y. Okay, we can see that x minus y and x also is a factor. So let us take x into x minus y as a factor. So the remaining is x minus y whole square plus 3x and y. Okay, that is equal to x into x minus y, and here you can again break this one, x square plus y square minus 2xy plus 3xy. Okay, now x into x minus y, and here you will have x square plus y square plus xy. Okay, so this will be the factorization. This will be the polynomial of lowest degree. Okay, you cannot make it again lower than this degree. So this is the way of factorization. This is the methods of factorization. First of all, we see what are the common factors. And then we take it out as a multiple. So here we took 12a square b. Then whatever be the inside, we write it. So this will be the lowest degree factors. Let us take one more example to understand it fully. Okay, let us take this one, 5a into b plus c minus 7b into b plus c. Okay, so here we can say that b plus c is a factor. B plus c, this side it will have 5a, this side we will have 7b. This will be the answer. Okay, 5a minus 7b. Now let's see another method of factorization, then we will solve its problem also. Okay, so let us check second type of factorization, and the name is factorization by grouping. So what happens, sometimes in an expression it is not easy or it is not possible to take out a common factor. So what we do the grouping. Within grouping we check that there are common factors or not. Within grouping we check the common factor, and we take it out as a multiple within grouping. Okay, check the common factor and we take it out as a multiple, and then we do the factorization. Okay, so let us take the example. One example, let us take 6ab minus b square plus 12ac minus 2bc. So if you want to take some multiple directly, you cannot take. Okay, you will have to first make a smaller grouping, maybe two grouping, so that you can take the common factor. Okay, so let us make the grouping of having this one. So you write this like this: 6ab plus 12ac, one grouping, and minus b square plus 2bc as another grouping. Here we have taken minus as common. Okay, I have taken minus as common. So let us now see what are the common factors here and here in both the terms. Here we can take 6a as a common factor. So b plus 2c. Okay, now here you can take only b as a common factor, only b. So the inside will be b plus 2c. Now you check this one as a common factor, b plus 2c. So this side we will have 6a and this side you will have b. So basically this is the factorization. This will be our answer, b plus 2c into 6a minus b. So this is the way we do the factorization, by grouping, because it's not easy, it's not possible to take one common factor from all of these terms. Okay, so we make a smaller grouping. Okay, let us see second one. Let us see second example. Okay, let us check this one: x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 minus 2x minus 2 by x. Here you can take this one, x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 as one grouping. Okay, and this we take minus common, 2x plus 2 by x as another grouping. Okay, so now you can write it like this. This you can write x plus 1 by x whole square, because when you break this one, this will become x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 into x into 1 by x. So x and 1 by x will cancel out and 2 will be remaining. So this is directly square of this, and minus here you take 2 common, so it will come x plus 1 by x. Now this x plus 1 by x is also again common, x plus 1 by x is again common, and here x plus 1 by x, and here minus 2. So this is the answer, this is the correct answer. Okay, we have directly replaced this by this, because you know, or you can write it here: x plus 1 by x whole square is equal to x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 into x into 1 by x, which ultimately will become 2, that is equal to x square plus 1 by x square plus 2, this one. So we have directly written it like this, and so we are benefited with this grouping. Otherwise we cannot do this one. We will have to make the groupings within this polynomial, so that again we can take a factor, common factor. This way we do such problems. Okay, so now the theory part is complete. Two methods and two methods of factorization and the algebraic identities we have seen. Now let us move on to questions and answers. Okay, now let us solve some problems. I have taken 4 questions. 2 are having type of groupings and 2 are having direct common factors we can take out. So let us check one by one. Solution of 1. The question was like this: x square minus a plus b x plus ab. Here we will have to do the grouping. So let's write it like this. Let us break this one: minus ax minus bx plus ab. Okay, now you take these two as a groupings and these two as a groupings, and let us see whether we are benefited from this or not. So from these two we will have x as common, so now x minus a, and here minus b common, and again x minus a. So you can write this as x minus a into x minus b, and this will be our answer. Okay, let's check second one. Second one was a multiplied by a plus b minus c and minus bc. Okay, so let us break this one. Here we will have a square plus ab minus AC minus BC. So we will take these two as a grouping, and here a common, a plus B minus here C common and a plus B. So clearly we can write a plus B multiplied by a minus C as our answer. Okay, let us check third one. 8 3a minus 2b whole square minus 10 3a minus 2b. This is type 1 method. We can take directly factors. The factors will be, okay, this 8 and 10 we can take 2 as a factor, and 3a minus 2b. Okay, so here we will have 4, and again 3a minus 2b, 3a minus 2b, and here we will have 5, like this. So we can write 2 3a minus 2b, and here let us multiply. 4 3 is 12a minus 8b minus 5. This will be our answer. Let us see fourth one. 27 a cube b cube, 27 a cube b cube minus 45 a for b square. Okay, we can take 9 from these two, 9 common, then a cube and b square. So 9 a cube and b square we can take as common. So here it will have 3, here a cube b will be remaining, minus 5 here, and a will be here and not b. So this one will be our answer. 9a cube b square, 3b minus 5a. So this is the method of solving the problems, factorizing the followings. Okay, these two I had taken as method 2, and these two I had taken as method 1. So this is not the end of examples. I will take lots of examples in the next lecture. Let us close this lecture here. Okay, so friends, in this lecture number 5, we got to know the what is factorization and what are the factors, and how we define this factorization and factors, and various methods of factorization we just got to know. Two methods which I have discussed in this topic. First one is by taking out the common factor, and the second one is that grouping method. And I have done some examples of this of these two topics, and we also saw some identities, very important identities, and later on we will get to see some more problems, questions and answers during our question and answer sessions. So let us close this lecture 5 here. From lecture 6 we will get to know some more methods of factorization, and we will see some more questions and answers also, because practice is the main important thing in this topic. So we will practice lots of questions, and if you are liking the video, please like, share and subscribe my videos. Thank you very much.